These are some pretty fantastic duels. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 fantasy movie duels.
There can be only one!
Just to avoid confusion, our list includes showdowns involving opponents that are similarly matched. We're dispensing with the traditional honor-bound, arranged meeting aspect of the definition of duel, and limiting ourselves to fantasy movies only. This clip contains mature content, you've been warned. Number 10, Undead Duel, Stardust. Kicking off our list is the fantasy battle centered on the rescue of a living shooting star. This prompts a fight between witches who want to use her magic to regain their youth. Ultimately, it comes down to a young man named Tristan battling a gnarly-looking Michelle Pfeiffer who uses the Force to hurl objects at him while he responds with bottled lightning. Ultimately, a corpse is used to do her dirty work. But in the end, the power of love turns out to be the greatest weapon of all. Number 9, the uber immortal 300. The Spartans must hold back the Persian invasion. Challenging enough, things get downright nasty when King Leonidas must take on their secret weapon, this guy. With his shield and sword, he cuts the brute down to size, limb by limb, not that the creature seems to notice. Hurled, Leonidas is given a cool battle scar and gets soaked before stabbing the mad dog in the eye. Though that should have done the trick, there's really only one way to get ahead in these fights. Number 8, King of the Jungle, King Kong. Taking place on Skull Island, a mysterious land filled with dinosaurs and other enlarged creatures, this battle between ape and T-Rex is sure to please almost anyone. So, pick your poison. Glorious stop motion or CGI. Either way, this is a fight straight out of a kid's toy box. Of course, the newer version had to make it a triple threat. Either way, King Kong doesn't just drop jaws, he breaks them. And that's why they call him the King. Number 7, Van Helsing vs. Dracula, Horror of Dracula. In this unforgettable encounter, a legendary vampire slayer, played by the same dude who blew up Alderaan, chases Dracula to his lair. With sunrise upon them, and Dracula desperate to get underground, he wastes no time in squeezing the life from his nemesis. Though Van Helsing appears unconscious, that was just a ruse, and he uses this maneuver to get free and make a table run for the curtains. There's no escape for Drac as old Helsi makes himself across and settles in for the roast. Number 6, Robbery Fight, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Return the sword, and I will let you go.
In this fantasy film, Michelle Yeoh is charged with guarding an unbreakable sword called the Green Destiny. When another female warrior wearing a mask steals the prize, it ends up spurring a rooftop chase, seemingly devoid of gravity. Erupting into one of the greatest female fantasy fights ever, the two show us what it would be like to perform martial arts on the moon, without leaving ancient China.
Get down here!
Later, they get to continue their fight with an unlimited supply of toys. Number 5, Staff Fight, The Forbidden Kingdom.
The staff doesn't belong to you. You have to give to me, or somebody might get hurt.
In this flick, a magical staff that once belonged to the mischievous Monkey King sends a boy from the present back to ancient China in order to save its master. Along the way, it spurs a fight between Jackie Chan, in his drunken master persona, and Jet Li's silent monk. When they soon realize that they want the same thing, it gives us fantasy's greatest game of keep-away between two martial arts legends. Number 4. Harry Potter vs. Voldemort, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This series is all about the boy who lived and the dark wizard out to kill him and take over the world. While Voldemort was gaining strength in each installment, the two finally get to go at it in film 4. A true wizarding duel, it starts one-sided before Harry gets help from his dead parents and friend, finally managing to slip away.
Harry, when the connection is broken, you must get to the portkey. We can linger for a moment to give you some time, but only a moment, you understand?
Of course, Harry gets to see it through in flick number 8. Number 3. King Arthur vs. the Black Knight, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Victory is mine! We thank thee, Lord, that in thy mercy... Come on, then! What?
On King Arthur's quest for the Holy Grail, he and his men come upon the Black Knight and suggest that he join them in their crusade. Unwilling to join, or let Arthur pass alive, the two get into a fight for the ages. This includes Arthur disarming his foe, who won't concede to defeat.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary. 'Tis but a scratch.
Though Arthur is forced to literally disarm his opponent, the knight keeps on fighting, no matter what.
Just a flesh wound. Look, stop that! Chicken! Chicken! Look, I'll have your leg. Right! Right, I'll do you for that. You what?
Number 2. Inigo Montoya vs. the Man in Black, the Princess Bride. In this fantasy flick, Cary Elwes plays a farm boy who is thought dead by the love of his life, but eventually re-emerges as a legendary pirate and comes to her rescue. While he battles all 3 of her kidnappers, it's this civil and friendly fight that steals the show. Given a chance to rest and have a heart-to-heart before striking steel, it launches a fanciful duel lacking of malice, just 2 friendly masters showing off. And, imagine that, it ends as classy as it started.
I would soon destroy a stained glass window as an artist like yourself. However, since I can't have you following me either.
Number 1. Gandalf vs. the Balrog, the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. Taking the top spot is the scene straight from the book, in which this flaming demon appears during the Fellowship's daring escape from the mines of Moria. With the party in a tight spot, Gandalf decides to save the day by holding the line.
You shall not pass!
Ultimately, Gandalf's light show proves useless when the creature decides to take him along for a ride. Don't ask us how, but they end up on a mountain to continue their struggle. Ultimately, a sword charged by lightning finishes the job.
Until at last I threw down my enemy and smote his ruin upon the mountainside.
Agree with our list?
Yes!
Which fantasy duel helped you get your geek on? For more fantastic top 10s, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Is that all?